What's good, YouTube? I thought I'd switch things up a bit. Ash Hick was in the mood to come and answer some questions about me and us, so here she is.
I was not looking at the camera. I was looking
the
over
hell?
here. I was like looking at that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not supposed to look at myself, am I?
No. What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? I thought we switched things up a bit. Ash Hick was in the mood to come and answer some questions about me and us, so here she is. These are subscriber questions, most of which came from Instagram. So without further ado, let's get into the questions. I'm going to read the questions, and whoever the question is intended for will answer it. Let's get into it. Somebody said, how did she get you to change your player ways and get the ring?
Well, I can't say that Kevin ever had player ways. Yeah, so I guess I didn't have to change it. If anything, it was probably all the home cooked meals because when we met, it was mostly pizza rolls and chicken breast on the George Foreman grill. So
Yeah.
and frozen pizza.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Next question, where did you guys meet?
We met on MySpace.
MySpace.
Some people probably don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But somehow he slid in my messages. He wrote me this super long email or message about wanting to get to know me, and I was surprised that somebody took that much time to write me, so I wrote him back.
Yeah, it was like half a page.
It was long.
Yeah, it was long.
Usually I got messages like, "What's up? What you doing?" You know, so yeah, I think that's why I started talking to him. So
solid. Is Kev really as wise as he comes off in his videos?
I would say Kevin is one of those people who are annoyingly wise. Like, he's annoying. It's just like,
I'll take that.
he has like wisdom vomit constantly.
Wisdom vomit.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm rolling with that. I'm cool with that. That's good for me. How did she know he was the one?
How did you
I guess to be continued on that one. Somebody said, does Kevin always speak that slow?
I feel like Kevin slows down just so people can get the message and don't just so people can understand what he's saying, get the message instead of just hearing words. I think that's why he slows down a little bit more in his videos, just to get his point across.
I'll answer too, just in case. I speak slow because there are people from other countries watching us that don't speak very good English, and they like the way I speak because they can actually follow through, or people who speak limited English. So I just keep my world audience in mind when I'm speaking. I know a lot of people don't like the slow speech, but it does help people from other countries who speak multiple languages and just haven't mastered English in such a way that they can understand everything I say if I speak very fast.
And the whole point is to help people, so.
The whole point is to help people. So they have to understand what I'm saying no matter what country they're in. The next question was spirituality important when dating or marrying me? Absolutely. I remember having a super big crush on this one girl when I was like 18, and she didn't believe in God, and it scared the shit out of me. And so I never dated her. I never even told her I liked her because it just terrified me to be with somebody who I couldn't share that much of myself with. Faith is important, and I don't believe the religion that you choose is as important as just having faith to begin with. But if you can't share your faith or just share that part of yourself, it's such a huge part of who I am that I couldn't do anything with a woman who didn't have at least faith. She doesn't have to have the same faith as me, but she definitely has to have faith. My wife is a woman of faith and a woman with a very great spirit, and she's very spiritually tuned in. So it was very important, and yes, to answer your question, absolutely. The next question was, how did she get so lucky? Luck. Yeah, we
I
running
found a
with that.
4-leaf clover, and there he was.
Yeah, look. I don't know. I think that it wasn't luck. It was her choices. I think that she chose character. She chose integrity. She chose to respond to a person who was giving her honor and giving her reverence and giving her attention. And any of you can have the same thing if you start to respond to that instead of the things that provide a spark. The spark isn't as important as the things that sustain a relationship. And because the things that she was attracted to were things that helped sustain a relationship and things that were very, very pertinent to a man having a good character, I suppose you could call her lucky. But it wasn't luck. It was just good decision making and discernment. And everybody's capable of that. And I'm lucky.
I actually think that it was experience.
What she said.
I feel like when you are ready to have the things that you deserve and then you've dated, you kind of know a little bit more about what you want. And you stay away from the things that you didn't like in your past relationships. And you try to prepare yourself for the person that you want. And you'll look for qualities in someone.
What she said. So there you have it. This is a good one. What's the one thing that irritates you about Kev the most?
Where do I start? Okay. If I had to pick from my list, I would say you don't change the toilet paper. You just set it on top of the empty toilet paper roll. When you wash the dishes, you do not clean off the counters, which is annoying.
You're just going to rat me out.
And you talk way too much. You just talk.
Oh, man. I think they could guess the talking part, but you're going to rat me out.
I mean, I could keep going, but I'm just going to stop there.
All right. So. Cool enough. See, I'm not a perfect person.
No.
At least I don't leave the seat up. My 4-year-old does that.
Yes.
The next question was a good one. Someone said, was she completely healed from past hurts before she met you?
Yes. I feel like you can't really move on in a relationship or find somebody to have a healthy relationship with if you haven't let go of past hurts. Yeah, I'm the type of person who, if I get my heart broken or a relationship doesn't work out, I'm not afraid to get back out there and find love. And, when a relationship is dead, it's dead. And I get over things quite easily, I think. I don't hold on to anything.
Yeah,
I let that energy go and just move forward. That's what life's about. And I think we were both completely ready.
Yeah. Okay, so the next question is, what is her reaction when women make inappropriate comments on my channel?
What's my reaction?
Nothing. I don't know whether to be offended or happy. She just doesn't get jealous.
I don't even think I read the comments.
I don't think when you do read the
Unless
comments.
you show me a comment.
Yeah. Some of them are particularly disturbing, but I think she's more entertained by some of the inappropriate comments. I see a lot of people arguing and even cussing each other out in the comments about being respectful of her, and we appreciate that. But she doesn't give a damn about what's said about me or to me in the comment section. I just don't think she's built like that. I've never seen jealousy in her, and again,
but you haven't given me a reason.
Yeah, I've never given her a reason to think that anything that a woman might say to me, it would matter anyway. And trust me, we get a lot of comments.
I nothing the comments.
She absolutely nothing's the comment. Yeah, she just doesn't care at all, and it's because I haven't given her a reason to care.
But I enjoy all the positive comments.
She absolutely
when you tell
does.
me.
Yeah. When I tell her, she enjoys those, but she doesn't care if people flirt with me. Like, there's nothing to worry about. So say what you like in my comment section. Y'all not pissing her off. Somebody said, how long did we date before we got married?
We met in April. Mm-hmm. Started dating officially in June 2008. Mm-hmm. And we moved in December 18th.
Yeah.
2008.
There you go. So we were together 5 years officially before we got married? Or got engaged? I don't know. Five-ish. Yeah, 5-ish years before we were married, but we lived together after 6 months, and The next question on the list, Sam Ebro asks, does she agree with all your dating advice?
I think your dating advice comes from spirit, from a higher self. So I feel like when you're giving dating advice, I add to it on my perspective of the situation. So you give it from your view, and there's always like, there's so many different views to see a situation.
Absolutely.
Especially when you don't know the whole situation.
Absolutely.
But you give great advice, and I think that your advice is raw, it's real.
What she said? But she agrees.
I agree. He gives great advice, and usually I don't think everybody likes the advice at first because they're not ready for it, but it's good advice.
Yeah, that happens quite often.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Someone asks, what is your best life advice?
I would say the best life advice I could give is whatever situation you're going through or how horrible it feels, don't ask yourself, why am I going through this? Ask yourself, how is this going to make me stronger? I feel like all of the situations that we go through that seem hard at the time, it's just an experience. And going through that experience only makes you a stronger person in the long run. And you become more resilient. And don't be afraid to bounce back. Don't let that bring you down. Don't let it hurt your self-esteem. Don't let it make you not love or get back out there to love. What's yours?
Find what you love, find what makes you happy, and then do more of that. If you can discover your passion early, you can have a great life. But it's never too late to discover your passion. And I think the more you do things that you love, the more that you indulge in your passions, the happier your life will be. Just be happy and chase happiness and make happiness and peace a priority in your life. Next question. Someone said, will you marry Kev again, or would you marry Kev again?
What do you think?
She's already bought the dress for our vow renewal in how many years?
4.
4 years.
Just 4.
She's already bought her vow renewal dress. You need to buy it like last month.
And you didn't let me buy that sign for our wedding
she's already,
reception.
Yeah, she's already planning the vow renewal in 4 years.
Yes, I would marry Kevin all over again.
Yeah.
And I'm already planning it. So.
Yeah. And ditto. I'll be a happy participant in that vow renewal. Yes. The next question was, does she ever get jealous? And I think we've been over that. Not really. Not at all.
Barely.
I haven't seen it yet. Like I said,
I'm not saying that I couldn't get jealous. I could get jealous, but I don't know. Hopefully, I could get jealous. I'm sure I could.
Well, I'm not gonna find out, and I'm not gonna give her a reason to. So up until now, we've been together 10 years, almost 11 years.
I do get jealous if he's eating something that looks better than what I'm eating. I'll get jealous. I want your food.
I think everybody gets jealous over food.
I'm still not over the fact that I was eating a salad when we was like doing my health stuff, and you was eating that pizza in front of me. Yeah. I'm not over that.
She gets jealous over not being able to eat cheese when I eat cheese if she's on a diet.
I can't let that go.
So if it's diet related, she gets a little jealous if she's cutting and I'm not. If I'm bulking and she's cutting, but besides that, no, not at all. I get this one a lot. People always allude to this. They ask you, does he really practice what he preaches? And is he real? He seems too good to be true.
I agree. He seems too good to be true. I think I always say this to him. I'm like, I thought I was a good person until I met you. You make me feel like I'm not as good as I could be. Yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, he practices what he preaches. I mean, it's who he is. It's in his spirit. He lives it. He lives by it, and he's trying to. He's genuine. He wants to help other people, and that's just who he is. He always wants to help people. It's annoying, and he always catches me off guard. I don't like surprises. He's always trying to help somebody on the whim, but I've learned that that's just who he is, and I go along with it now, for the most part.
Yeah, she used to put up a fight a little bit.
I'm not as nice as him all the time. But
no, she's definitely not as people-y a person as I am. But she doesn't stop me from helping people, and she ultimately facilitates most of it. The only reason I'm able to do YouTube or help women or talk to them on the phone for a living, or give email advice for a living, or speak to you guys in the comment section and respond to so many people, is because she facilitates it. Without her watching my sons, picking up the slack, or just participating and being in agreement with me about this, none of it would happen. So even though she doesn't think that she's as good as I am as a person, I beg to differ. I think that some people are facilitators of greatness, and she's doing her part to make sure that whatever greatness lives in me, I can share with others to help bring them out of the dark place.
I believe that everybody has gifts, and if you're working in your gift and that's just who you are, whatever relationship you're in, that person should embrace it and give you that freedom to do that. They shouldn't hold you back from it. And you have a large spirit, and I think you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and so I'm winning, right? I have a good wife, and she has her own gifts, and I do my best to facilitate hers as well. And that's just how a good marriage is supposed to work. You're supposed to support each other in finding your passions and operating in those.
And allow that person to grow.
Yep. So, solid. Next question. Somebody said, every man does some kind of bullshit. What is Kev's problem? I think we've been over the toilet paper thing.
His problem. I guess as a man, what is your problem?
What as a man, what is my problem?
Hold on. As a man, what is your problem? I know you do something that annoys me. Let me think.
Notice how hard she has to think.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Got it. Kev's problem as a man is you can't have sweets in the house. They're going to be gone the next day, if not that night.
Yeah, I don't keep my word as it pertains
So I'm like, hey, I got some Oreos for us. Why is there only 2 cookies left the next day?
Yeah, food. Our biggest issues is food related. I ain't gonna cheat on you. I ain't gonna get caught texting and sexting nobody, but I'm gonna eat your damn food
You're
out the
gonna eat
refrigerator.
your Oreos.
I'm going in your cereal. I'm going in your food.
He eating the leftovers. He ain't got no
Yeah.
leftovers in this house.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it disappear.
They gone.
I'm a grown boy, so yeah. I suppose that's my problem. Is that maybe I'm not the most considerate when it's about food.
Oh, and if I make an apple pie, I better make 2 because he's not sharing.
She definitely has to make me my own separate apple pie or whatever dessert, especially if it's like at a family function. She has to make me my own because she knows that I'm a little bit greedy when it comes to food.
Yeah.
I give so much of myself. And so why do I have to give my food? I don't believe that. So she always got to make me an extra apple pie, and she always really has to secretly buy herself an extra box of cereal or an extra pack of cookies because I'm probably going in on food. So.
And if he finds it, it's over. Game over.
Next question. What was your first impression of Kevin, and what was it like dating Kevin?
My first impression of Kevin was he's cute, skinny, and nice, and different.
Skinny.
He was skinny. He was like,
Yeah.
he was like 170.
2. I was
And
172.
how tall are you? Like 6'3"? Okay, yeah.
I had muscles. I was skinny with
He was
muscles.
skinny. I
With
was
muscles. With muscles.
like, yeah, something.
I was skinny. I was
Okay.
muscular skinny.
He was muscular skinny, but he was skinny. I was like, wow, he's got long legs and he's skinny. I was like, wow, he's pretty skinny.
Hey, listen here.
I liked when you wore sweatpants because they like bulked your legs up some. So
Oh my God.
he has some
You
skinny little
done
titties.
shitted on the brother right here on the video.
But since we've been together, you've bulked up a little bit. Probably the
A
food.
little bit.
You
I was 172 when I met you. I'm 210
I
now.
said, yeah, but you're still fit. So that's what I said.
Now I'm rock hard muscle.
Yeah, his legs have grown.
Rock hard muscle.
He's pretty rock hard. I'll give him that.
Maybe we should use a different, put some different words in front of Oh God. Point is, I gained some weight and gained some muscle. Put some muscle on.
Yeah.
And I would never bony. I was just skinny
He
with
was
muscles.
skinny.
Anyway. What's the next day?
And I didn't like his glasses.
What we already done on answering the question.
I didn't like his
I'm
glasses.
editing the glasses part out, so you can go on with that. The next question was a good one. Somebody said, did she do some of the practices that Kevin tells women to do in order to get him to fall for her? So did she do what I tell women to do to get me to fall for her? And she absolutely did. We talked on the phone heavily. We connected on spiritual levels. We connected intellectually. We connected emotionally. She secured the commitment before we laid down with each other. She knew I was going to be with her before she gave so much of herself that she couldn't get back. She played it smart. She judged my character and my intent and not just my looks or the things that she thought were sexy about me or attractive about me. She did everything that I asked you guys to do for yourselves. My character and my principle was as important as whatever she found attractive about me. And so absolutely, I would say absolutely.
I would say, I think it was respect. Like, I respected you. I respected your time. If you called me and for some reason I missed your call, I didn't play games. I made sure I called you back. You called me back. It was like back and forth respect. But I think most of all, I respected myself. I respected myself more than anything.
Absolutely. I'm not one who chases a woman. Many of you think that I have, women scratching at the door. And while that might not have always been the case, I've always had my options. And she just gave me the same type of honor that I was giving her. And I felt like she recognized my value as I recognized hers. And so it was a mutual, understanding that we were both valuable. We were both worthwhile and worth the time. And so, yeah, absolutely. She did everything that I asked of you. Next question. So the last question on this list is, does what Kev do interfere with your relationship?
It doesn't take a toll on our relationship. Our relationship is solid, and I don't think that he would do it if he felt like our relationship was in jeopardy. It does take time, and it takes family time. It takes us sacrificing, time with each other and things that we might want to do. But I mean, we do it because that's what he feels like he's supposed to be doing. He's working in his gift. He's working in his purpose, and sometimes you have to make sacrifices for each other.
And what she said. So I hope that answers y'all questions. My battery's about to die on my camera, so I suppose this is the end of the video. Anyway, follow me on Instagram at KFIC24. If you're interested in getting 24/7 relationship advice, and you can't get to me for some reason, or the 2 to 3 day wait time is too much, you should consider using my link for Relationship Hero. On there, they give 24/7 relationship counseling. They have over 100 coaches that help people through their relationship and dating issues. But if you just want to talk to me because you trust me and you believe in what I have to say, you can go to www.girltalkwithguys.com and schedule a call with me, or purchase email advice from me directly. Anyway, that's all we got for now. Follow me at KFIC24. Like I said, I'll get with y'all later.